Hey, Bob.
Hey, Brian.
How
How
you
are
doing?
you? Oh, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Um, let's see here. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, we have a show tonight for you guys. A special
Hmm.
Saturday night show. We're basically
On a
gonna talk.
special into the toy box.
That's right. That's right. Um, we may have some people join in late, or maybe not at all, because it's not our typical night. And then I had this thing set up for 7 p.m. Central instead of 6 p.m. Central. And so I just had to go
Mhm.
change it a couple of minutes before, well, probably, yeah, about a minute before we started. So I don't know if people are thinking we're going to be on at 8 p.m. Eastern or whatever. But anyway, we'll get it figured out. We'll wing it.
Yeah.
We
And
typically
there's always the replay if
That's
people
right.
listen.
That's right.
So,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm trying to work out the kinks of getting back and used to doing this, and
Yeah. Now,
it's
did you stretch first
no, I didn't.
Oh, so there you go. You got to stretch. And
That's
it's all
right.
about
That's
stretching.
yeah. I was telling Bob earlier that I was with a friend of mine. We were eating lunch today, and he asked me what I was doing tonight. I'm like, nothing. You know, we're watching grandkids this weekend, so probably just watching a little TV or something. I might be in my room back here doing some customizing for Figtober. And
Mm.
then it dawned on me. I said, "Oh shit, I got to stream tonight. We got to stream tonight." So I was like, I hadn't even set anything up. I haven't done anything with StreamYard. I was like, I got to get this going. So anyway, I came home. I got my tablet out, started working on it. It started freezing up on me. I was like, okay, I don't have time for this. So I got out the old trusty uh, Chromebook, and I was like, I'm gonna make it work for this one. But anyway,
And here we are.
here we are. Here we are live. We're doing it
Yep.
live, guys, tonight,
Yeah.
Saturday night. Yes.
The discussion will not be televised. The
That's
discussion will be live.
that's right. Yeah. So basically, tonight's episode is about the price increase from Hasbro, and pretty much toy prices or the price of toys across the lines, and what we think about that, how we feel about that. Um,
Short answer, not happy.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks when your hobby starts going up, in price, and so
Yeah.
you have to sort of, you have to pull out that dreaded word budget, you know what I'm saying, and have
The
to
big
have to
word.
figure that out. But anyway, all right. Um, so looks like Bjorn's in the chat. Hey
Yeah.
Bjorn,
Eric's here with us.
what's going on? You know, um,
Doing
I
good. How are
yeah.
you?
Yes, yes. Yeah, Bjorn
Yeah.
told me what he thought about the price increases or the price increase, and um, pretty much everybody kind of feels the same way. It sucks, but you know, um, it is
Going
what it
through.
is. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
It has been.
anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay tonight. Like I said, this is not our typically normal night for streaming. Um, Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern is when Into the Toy Box usually comes on, and
And we'll be
um,
on tomorrow.
and also will be on tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the topic, Bob? I forget.
The topic is ba- in general tokusatsu toys. In specific for this episode or for the tomorrow's episode on this channel, it'll be Common Rider. Earlier
Nice.
in the day on Wilhelm Toy and Hobbies channel, we're going to be talking about Godzilla and Ultraman.
Man, I'll tell you what.
So,
I like all three of those.
oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
all great
yeah,
franchises.
those are great. Let's see here. So Godzilla, and
Mhm,
Kamen Rider, and
mhm.
then the Master Rider, or what do you
Well,
wait?
Common Rider and Master Rider are the same.
Oh, you said Ultraman,
It,
right?
yeah,
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Godzilla and
kind of like
Ultraman.
yeah,
Okay. Now
and a
all three of
very
those.
Yeah,
Go
and a
ahead.
very, very brief touch on Super Sentai, but I only
Okay.
have like one team of that, so we're not going to really, there's
Okay.
not talk about.
So all three of those, well, not talking about the Super Sentai, but all three of those have had movies in the past 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah, yeah, they've all been part of the Shin
Yeah.
series. So,
I have seen Godzilla, of course. No, well, I
mhm.
take it back. I have not seen Shin Godzilla, honestly.
Hey, Marvin.
Hey, Marvin, what's
Oh,
going
you
on?
should check it out if you get a chance.
I know I want to see it, but it's just I missed it at the theater, and then I've just I don't. If somebody knows if it's streaming on a site, let me know. I mean, I might just have to pay the money and rent it, but I do want to see it.
Yeah,
But
it's probably streaming somewhere for free
I
or
did
somewhere.
I did see Ultra Shin the Ultraman. I saw that one.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one was good too.
That was pretty good, but I don't know if I've seen Kamen Rider or not.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't been able to find it streaming anywhere or a release yet with like English dubbing
Right, right.
because I know it's probably heresy to a lot of people to say I prefer the dubbed versions, but I prefer the dubbed versions to the
Nah, hey,
subtitled.
it's all about preference, man. It's all
Yeah,
about
yeah,
preference.
yeah.
Um, I remember I actually so I went and saw the Ultra. God bless it, man. My words are hard tonight. Ultraman, right? That's what we're
Hmm.
talking about. Ultraman. I saw that in the theater, and I have a few figures of him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I got a few of those. I guess SH Figure Arts made a few back in the day.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I have a few of those. I don't really have very many Godzilla figures. I've got a couple, but they're not anything really to speak of.
Yeah,
Um,
my Godzilla collection isn't huge. I did get those new Godzilla Burst figures that just came out.
mhm.
And we'll go into more detail on that tomorrow on
Okay,
Wilhelm's
nice.
show.
I
But
can't wait to check that out because I'm a big fan of all three of those, and definitely Kamen Rider. I probably have like at one time I probably had like I don't know, probably 20 something
oh
SH
wow.
Figure Arts Kamen Rider figures. I mean,
Mm.
I found Amazon and Kamen Rider about the same time, and I spent
Yeah,
more money.
I haven't gotten into the SH figure arts. Well, that's not a good example. Here's my favorite. Most of what we're going to be covering are these 4-inch
Nice, nice.
versions that
That's your
are
favorite guy
well,
right there, right?
yeah, yeah, Kamen Rider Skull.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. That reminds
because I
me.
mean, how can you go wrong with a name like Skull? I
That's right.
mean, you know.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um. So yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So those two shows will be tomorrow.
Mhm.
Well, if you're watching tonight or in the morning
Oh,
potentially. Those.
and while we're talking about shows, let me just give a big shout out to Podcast from the Pit. They gave us some nice comments this morning and whatnot, and helped promote the shows this weekend. So thank you guys. And if you're not watching them, go check them out.
Yep. That's right, man. Thank you very much. We appreciate the love.
Hmm.
Let's see here. All right.
You know,
I don't know if
the toy YouTube community's got to work together. So
that's right. That's right. It takes a village, as they
yeah.
say. All right. Well, I guess we are here to talk about stuff. Let me bring these. Let's see here. Let me get the slideshow up. It's not really much of a slideshow tonight, guys, because there's not really much to talk about as far as like, to look at, just some prices and stuff. So we'll get right into it then. I'm sure everybody's chomping at the bit. So prices are going up right now, have gone up right now. I don't know
Mm.
if any of you guys have noticed, but Walmart has already updated their prices. Um, I'm not sure if Target has or not, but most retailers have implemented this price increase. I don't know if it's I don't know if Big Bad has made any price increases from their older stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I would imagine all that stuff's going to be the same price, I guess.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I've had stuff they already had in stock
yeah,
probably
because
isn't going up.
it's kind of be like some bad stuff if they started increasing the prices for stuff they've had for the past year and a half. That'd be kind of like some weak
Yeah.
sauce right there. So the vintage collection is basically going to basically $20 a figure. I know most of us here collect, the 4-inch scale, and so a lot of us, that's going to be the main price for us. And Timbo Toys and a few people like that, their their price increase is going to be hitting as well. So $28 for them and $20 for 4-inch figures. Which is the biggest hit? The $20 for the 4-inch figure, Bob, or $28 for the 6-inch figure?
Well, for me, it's going to be the $20 for the 4-inch figure, just because I don't get the Black Series figures.
Right, right.
But I mean, as far as amount, I mean, they both went up like $3 each. So,
And that's not counting, and I don't have the prices of like the deluxes and the 4-packs and all that stuff. You
oh
can
yeah,
pretty
I don't
much,
think they've released that yet.
yeah, you can pretty much figure that out how much that's going to be. I think it's kind of shady that they're going to be increasing the deluxe $3 more if that's what they do. Because honestly, it's not even worth the figure. It's not even. I mean, I say that. I'm not going to say whether it's worth it or not. It's up to you guys to, depend on what you want to get or not with action figures. I think that, $20 a figure for Star Wars, in this day and age, I mean, as much as people, hate it and everything, I mean, it's pretty much kind of in line with a lot of these other companies. And we're going to talk about that, in a few minutes. But, I mean, if they said, hey, we're going to be $20 a month, we're going to be $20 a figure, but we're going to increase the quality and we're going to start making some of these lesser known figures. And I don't think people would mind so much after the initial, 6, months of seeing this price. But are we going to get any more, quality on the figures?
Probably not.
Will we get any more of a dive into characters that are currently not making?
Maybe.
I mean,
What's really going to bug me is if they do this new $19.99 price for like repack figures that are just straight repacks.
I mean,
it's like,
probably going to happen.
Yeah. And I mean, Hasbro's going to do what Hasbro's going to do, and for me, it'll just mean fewer figures, and probably won't pick up as many extras to do customs and whatnot. So, oh, there you are.
Yeah, sorry.
Froze for a second.
Yeah, it's no, I totally agree, man. It's like I feel like we're definitely getting repacks for $20. It's like it doesn't matter, what it is. They're going to charge us $20, and
yeah, Bjorn's got a good point here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've been saying that for a while, that Eagle Force probably is the best, price per figure, especially with all the stuff that they have in there.
Yeah, and here's what probably a good number of us are probably going to start doing is playing the Ollie's gamble.
Well, here's the thing: has Ollie's been getting any Star Wars figures lately?
So mine had some of those deluxe figures a while back, like the Ahsoka and the Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
At seriously marked down prices, like enough that I was like, oh well, I'll just buy this Ahsoka one just for the cloak, at this price.
Yeah.
And an extra chrysanthemum didn't hurt, like I said, for the price.
Right. No, I totally agree. I haven't seen,
Yeah.
but those are the only ones I have seen.
Yeah, same here. But like like my local Ollie's usually only really stocks up on toys around Christmas time.
Christmas.
So like
Well,
over the next few weeks, they'll probably get some in. Looks like
okay.
Bjorn's Ollie's has a good selection.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on your location.
Yeah.
Arkansas is a poor state, so it's like they're not really going to get a whole lot here as far as toys and stuff.
Mm.
But um, there's always Ross as
Yeah.
well. You
Well,
know,
there is Ross, but my Ross selection is usually as bad as my Ollie's
yeah, I'm
selection
gonna
until
say,
around Christmas time.
yeah, I'm gonna say right now is the time to right now to the
Hey,
first
thanks,
of the
Boo.
year. Hey, Fat Red Food, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's it is what it is as far as like with their figures and stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
I found several. I've probably maybe bought maybe 10 to 15, vintage collection figures, um, at Ross. And it's like I'll buy them all day long if I can find them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Rad. That sucks, man. And I know
Yeah.
the foreign collectors. I say collectors, but the foreign, fans of these companies, it's even worse for them, because
Hmm.
it's even more for you guys than it is for us. I know we're bitching about $20, but it's more for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, it's I mean, I love Star Wars and everything,
Oh
and
yeah, same here. And
I want to keep getting figures, but it's like, at the end of the day, with all these other lines I'm collecting, it's like the $3 is not going to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
no,
It's
no.
like
But
it's
it
not.
will make me a little more
Yeah,
choosy.
yeah. Instead of
And
4 figures, I might just buy 3 figures. You know what I'm saying? In a in a whenever I might buy some figures or stuff like that. But
yeah.
it is what it is.
You weren't praising the Black Series. What's up with that? No I'm
Uh,
kidding.
you know,
Glad
uh,
the
you
Black Series, go with it.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like Hasbro is a company and they want to make money, and with the Star Wars fan base, since there's multiple scales, I guess they just think it would be better just to, and they're not pitting us against each other, but there is definitely, a divide with a lot of the people in those two scales thinking that one is better than the other, or not so much better, but one gets, not thought of in the manner of the other one. And you could definitely see in some of the like Bad Batch,
hmm
series has all those, and even
Skeleton Crew.
in two different costume colors.
Yeah.
Whereas we still are waiting for,
We
it's
just have two figures.
that's right. Yeah, they've got multiple costume colors. Anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, it's that's true, Bjorn. It's
100%
like
Bjorn. Yep.
most people are going to buy what they want to buy, and
Oh, yeah.
Bob and I were talking about this before the show. It's like everything is going up, everything.
Yeah.
And this is a hobby for most of us. There's not too many of us in here that's making a living, with these figures. I mean, if you are, great. Maybe
Yeah.
get
Awesome. Good for
another.
you. If you could
But
also do a how-to guide, like
yeah,
put it on YouTube, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
that's right. Yeah, because
Um,
I could use some extra money right now on for action figures.
yeah.
The $3 is killing me. Anyway, but no, it is what it is. I know that everybody has this word that they toss around sometimes, and it's called a budget.
Oh,
And
the B word.
yeah, it's they use that
Stefano,
sometimes.
this is a family show.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
kidding.
not on Saturday night, Bob. Not on Saturday
Oh,
night.
that's right. This is after prime time. So
Yeah, we're gonna throw it around. But anyway, it is what it is. As
yeah.
I've said, it's
Same
like
here, Bjorn.
yeah, nobody likes to have an increase in anything. Honestly, does anybody really like any increase in anything we have to pay for? No. We get used to a certain price, and there. But
I mean,
yeah, I
I
mean,
still miss the. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, no. What Brad said is true. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay full price for figures.
Yeah.
Um, I heard somebody say this early in the year. Excuse me. They were clearance sniping or something like that. Or
Hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I like it, but it's like I don't really have very many stores around here that things hang on the shelf till they're on clearance. It's like, as Bob and I said earlier, I think everybody has a town where they have the worst Target they think known to man, and everybody thinks it's theirs. But I've got one in my town that's completely the worst. And so, anyway,
Yeah, we'd
yeah.
all like that.
Yeah, me too, right? Yeah. If we got to increase, your cost of living raise, you know what I'm saying? People used to get that back in the day, and some people still might, but anyway. Now we need a hobby
Hey,
raise,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
Starboy.
yeah. I can
Um,
see me trying to explain that to my finance department at work. It's like, okay, so the price on Star Wars Vintage Collection figures is going up, so I need a little boost up in my paycheck to
I need a bump.
compensate for that.
That's
I
right.
think I'd be laughed right out, you know.
I need a bump up. I need a bump,
Yeah.
please. I need a bump. Hasbro is trying to
Well,
increase.
good morning. or,
Uh,
or hope you had a good nap.
yeah. Well, wakey, Joel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the price increase. Like I've seen the meme with the guy, the panhandler or whatever, the person looking for extra money with a sign, and it said, "Will work for action figures," or look,
Mm.
something.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I got a job. I just need more money for my hobby. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty much the cost of Hasbro
Yeah.
increase. Yeah, it seems like we're getting it a lot lately. It's
Or
like,
the
wasn't it?
or just the shipping cost
Yeah, that too,
increase.
man.
That
Like
yeah.
that was so basically. I don't remember because I haven't been in the vintage collection for very long. Um, I've only been, I guess, pretty hot and heavy in this stuff since pretty much right, I guess, after the Mandalorian come out, and I had like five or
Mm.
six
Mhm.
figures that I bought vintage collection, and I couldn't tell you how much they are. Maybe they were $10.99 or $12.99. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
somewhere
know
around in there, I think.
for a
Yeah.
fact that we were paying $14.99 at some point for them, and
Yeah.
then they went up, and everybody griped about it, and then everybody was like, "We'll be paying $20 for vintage collection figures before long," and that's like, "Yeah, you're right, we will be," you know.
Welcome to Before Long.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, it's like comic books when I was in high school was like $1.50 a piece, somewhere around there. And now they're $5. That's not too bad of an increase. It's still expensive, but it's like it's not, like the end of the world, but you still have to work around it, whereas in those
Mhm.
days you could buy 10, 15 books, and you'd be like, oh, all right, now 10 to 15 books is like $100 or more potentially. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like, it's expensive. But anyway,
Yeah, I got out of like monthly issues when they got up to about $3 to $4 a piece. I was
yeah,
just
I
like,
mean,
no.
I
Now,
thought, go ahead, Bob.
I was going to say trade paperbacks, in my opinion, is the
Yeah. I
best route
just
to go at
thought
this point.
$3.50 was highway robbery for a comic book. And boy, have they just blown past
Oh
those.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when they were under $1.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
the
I
I'm
wasn't
the
going to say that, Bob. I didn't want to sound like I was that old, but yeah, I
oh no,
remember
I
that
remember
too.
when there used to be the big burst.
Yeah,
Only 75 cents
75
or
cents. Yeah, that too.
only 50 cents. It's like,
That's right.
oh
That's right.
yeah, yeah. But
But yeah, Bjorn, he mentioned the Lego figures have gone up too, and it's not just, yeah, it's like everything is going up. Like Legos definitely have. Like the
oh
people,
god, yeah,
the
Legos have
people who are
skyrocketed.
buying Star Wars Legos and Marvel Legos, they took a huge hit this year. I mean, it's
Yeah,
almost like, I would say, increased by like maybe 30%, maybe, for their stuff.
yeah.
Stuff that was $25 last year,
Mm,
40 potentially, or around there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy.
yeah.
Um, hey Ian, thanks for watching, man.
Now I
Um,
will say on the Lego figures though, the quality has at least improved. Like
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
they've
yeah,
been doing like increased like prints on the
yeah,
figure. Like
yeah.
now they like print stuff on the legs, sometimes on both sides of the
That's
legs,
right.
or
Yeah,
both
yeah.
sides
Now
of the
they have like a little
torso.
belt thing they put on there, and then
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's they've definitely added. I don't really collect a lot of Legos, but it's like I can definitely tell. You can definitely tell that they've increased some of their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah, yeah.
like I said, the print on the arms looks so much better than just a standard
Hmm.
color than what you used to.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? It's an
Oh, yeah.
increase.
Yeah.
It's an
You're
increase. You know what I'm
you're
saying?
getting
And
more for your.
that's right.
You're paying a little more, but you're getting more.
That's right. Right. That's all right.
Um, and I just don't see that happening with like DVC.
That's true.
I think you're just going to get repacks with maybe a new photoreal head, maybe
Yeah, maybe.
for the increased price. But
All right. Well, we're gonna dive into this. We've already talked about the Star Wars thing, and we're gonna kind of go into like some of the other lines. And we're just gonna kind of run through this. That's true. Yeah, it's all worth
yeah,
it to you. If it's worth it to you, it does. The price is not so
yeah,
much the issue.
yeah,
You know.
true.
Um. So anyway, so on Big Bad Toy Store, Acid Rain figures are relatively the newer ones coming out right now. They still have some at older prices, but it's like $50, $54.
Mhm.
But most right now, this is gonna be the price for Acid Rain figures for Big Bad Toy Store.
It's-
Pretty much $65, and that's with the tariff increase
yeah.
in it supposedly. Um, on the PIA Club, okay, I'll say it PIA Club. I don't know if it's PIA or PIA Club or whatever, but I just always say PIA. It's Pocket in
Oh,
Action, I think is
yeah.
what it's called. So you can buy figures there for $42, which is a great price for Astro Rain figures. However, they've had to increase their shipping price because of the tariffs deal, and because of the minimus. I guess that was a tariff or a tax. I'm not real sure on what that was.
So my understanding was it was like a rule where or a law or some or regulation where it
Yep.
was like if it's under I think it was like $800,
Yep.
it was like duty or tariff or
Duty
tax
free.
free.
Yep. Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
gone now.
yeah, that's gone
Gone.
now. And so, and so beforehand, they were charging about $7 or $8 to ship a figure here.
Mhm.
And so now with that, because they didn't know how to like charge for that or take money for that since it's gone, since that rule is gone. So they have had to increase their shipping price now to like $17, I think it is. And
Which,
so that is double,
yeah.
price of that.
Uh,
And so
but it's not as bad as some other places. I'll just
true,
put
yeah. So
that
I
out there.
mean, if I really want an Acid Rain figure and I've got to pay that, it's still with shipping, from Pia Club and from coming here, it's still almost
Hey,
cheaper.
Brown.
Hey, it's Tone. What's up, man?
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us. It's still cheaper than buying from Big Bad Toy Store, which they will
yeah,
tax. And then the cheapest you can get is their shipping is $4. So it's like you're damn near
yeah,
paying 70 something dollars for an Acid Rain figure on Big Bad Toy Store versus 60, $62, something like that from here.
yeah,
And if you get one of the deluxe figures, you're paying damn near 80 something dollars,
yeah.
for
Yeah, I
this.
wanted that Douglas, but I don't $73 want that Douglas. Yeah.
But on Pia Club, it's $49. So, it's you're still paying for this figure cheaper than what you would pay a normal Acid Rain figure on Big Bad Toy Store, and this was a deluxe one. But anyway, I know
Yeah.
not everybody wants to use, Pia Club, and it takes like 12 days to get your stuff sometimes, but I get it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Mhm.
Joy Toy. A lot of their deluxe figures are going to be somewhere around this price. I'm actually looking at smalljoes.com here for the next few slides. They're relatively, their prices are relatively pretty good when it comes to their stuff. You can't even get the TMNT line here from Joy Toy. So they're like one of the companies, one of the only companies here in the States that actually will get them and sell them. So if I look, it looks like maybe like 40 something dollars, 50, 48, $49 maybe.
I can't tell.
It's
a little too small for these old eyes.
Yeah, me too. My screen, I've had to change up my screen. I had to change up to an old computer, and so my eyes are not that great. Yeah, so let's see here. What did Brad say?
Just
Yeah,
BBTS isn't a good option for him.
right. Yeah, I mean, people are going to be scrambling to the best places they can to buy for to pay their figures, But these Teenage Mutant Ninja figures, these are sort of the deluxe. I say deluxe ones. They're the bad guys, and they're a little bit bigger. So it's like I don't mind having a little bit more for paying a little bit more for these guys. I've only got one of them. I've got the green Triceraton, and to me, I think I paid like maybe $41 or something for him. Awesome figure. I have nothing but good to say about it. It's one of the Joy Toys better figures, what I'm saying, in my opinion. And I feel the same way about what these guys would be. There's like some of the new bad guys that are coming out. I didn't even put on here some of the new releases, like the van. The van looked freaking awesome. I think it'll be a great fit for this line. I don't know that I'll get it. It's not so much the price. It's just I don't know that I'll be able to get it, or if I really want it, to be honest with you. But it does look good. It looks cool. But
yeah, I didn't get into the TMET figures, and now I'm kind of glad, because that's like another rabbit hole I just don't need.
I am cherry picking, Bob. I don't have any of the turtles, and I am mainly getting a few bad guys here and there. So I'm right there with you. So this is kind of their mid-range figure, yeah. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, I was just talking to a buddy of mine, at lunch today. We were talking about, Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions. And if you order them, I guess when they do their pre-order or whatever, that's not a bad price for those figures. It's just, like I said, it's just which action figure rabbit hole you want to go down. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth it to you, it's worth it to you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this is sort of the mid-range figure. Usually about $25 to $30 is what the mid-range Joy Toy figure is going to be. And you guys know what we're talking about. The Army Builders here, I don't know if anybody can see the prices, but they're normally about $20. And you can normally find on Amazon some pretty good deals on some of these, or maybe some of the other sites too. I don't know if AliExpress, I don't know if their shipping has increased or anything like that, so I'm not real sure. But you normally could find cheaper options on like sites like that. And then
I tried AliExpress since the Dominus went out. So
right.
Let's see. Yeah.
But and then Joy Toy has their Warhammer figures, which I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do love some of their figures. I just can't, I just can't get all into Warhammer. I mean, I think some of the stuff they're doing now is probably the best they've ever done, which might be a stupid thing to say, but I mean, it's truth. I think they've definitely jumped in quantity. Well, they have jumped in quantity.
Yeah.
But they also jumped in quality as well. And I'm just loving some of these figures that they're doing, especially for like the Horus Heresy. I love some of these colors because some of them are kind of like mute, and some of them are bright. And so it's just, you can, yeah, for sure. But then again, Bjorn, what isn't a money pit? What couldn't be a money pit? You know what I'm saying? But I really do love some of these figures, and I have a few, and I just pretty much cherry pick at this point in time. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
what I'm doing, you know. Um,
Yeah, the
if I'm not
Tyranids from
if
this
I'm not
line
all
make
into something, I'm just cherry picking, you know.
yeah.
Um, okay, well, speaking of all into something,
Yeah.
um, you
Yeah.
know,
This is one of my all ins.
yeah. So Eagle Force has brought us this greatest hits wave one that's currently at Big Bad Toy Store, and I think it 5 or 6 figures, Bob? 6.
I think it was 6.
Okay. I know it was. Uh,
Hey, Scotty.
hey, Scotty, what's up, man? Thanks for watching. I
Mhm.
know it was General Brown. It was Snowblind. I think that's his name. The Gorgills.
Mhm.
Um,
The Kilgore or the Kilowog,
Kilowog.
the werewolf trooper.
Yeah, or all 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I think they did all the Red Shadows plus
Yeah,
General Brown and the Whiteout, the sniper in all white.
right. Red. You're right. It is not the Shield Trooper. But you know what? What's funny is, um, I've only got one of this guy, so I'm gonna be buying a couple more because at first, so Eagle Force, we're not gonna make a huge deal about this, but basically, Eagle Force has so many figures that when they release figures, at least their previous couple waves, I mean, it was just a massive amount of figures, right? And so, I couldn't get like everything coming out. I mean, it's like they had like 20 something figures coming out or something. And so I really want to make sure I got some of them. So I just got one of this guy or whenever he came out. I can't
Mhm.
remember. But I was like, at first, I really wasn't a big fan. But now it's like, I can't wait to get a few more of these guys because I do like the fact that he looks like the Not Shield Trooper, and that might be, I like those colors, and so
Mhm.
I'm
Well,
definitely glad.
and he's got a lot of good head options. So
Yes, yeah, yeah,
this like this character figure is also a troop builder.
right,
Uh,
yes, because that's the good thing
so,
about Eagle Force or Fresh Monkey Fiction, I should say,
mm,
is they don't slack on the accessories. You know,
no, they do not.
you might get
Um,
4 heads for one particular figure. Uh,
mhm.
I don't
But
know if
Panther,
it'll be that way going forward, but
I think it still will be. That seems to be like their kind of trademark
well, it's
thing.
a great
Lots
trade.
of extra hands, lots
Yeah,
of extra heads.
you definitely,
Uh,
when you open a package of their accessories, if you if you open it the wrong way, you're definitely gonna be cursing yourself when they spill out on the
it's gonna
floor.
be like like hands all over the floor.
Right? Hands,
Um,
guns, heads, everything's all over the place.
yeah.
Um,
To answer Scotty's question here real quick. So there is a partially translucent figure coming up, and then there's one of the hidden is a translucent green.
that's
So
right. Anyway, so yeah, it's it's a good time to be an Eagle Force fan right now. I
yeah.
mean, I think
And now their prices have gone up too, but not
that's right.
fair. Well, I mean, like $4 or $5 a figure,
Well,
which isn't great, but you get a lot with these figures as
okay, you
opposed to
say
like
four or
a
five dollars.
blaster.
You say $4 or $5 though. Wasn't they just like $27 like last year?
I thought they were like around 25, but I may be mistaken.
Uh, I
So
don't
it
know. I
may only
think
be a couple of dollars.
yeah. I want to say the price increase has not really been much. Like I want to say $2 to $3 at most potentially.
Yeah.
Now this was in the past few years. I'm not going to say from the dawn of their creation because that's a totally different deal. Things have changed in the past 5 or 6 years. But 26 $27 for these figures was a non-issue for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah, same here.
definitely all in, especially with all the accessories you get. But $30 a figure now, it's like, yeah, I mean, they're still worth it to me. So I
Mhm.
mean,
Oh
um,
yeah, I've got my pre-orders in for the next wave
yeah.
and for some of these
And here's the thing about
greatest
this.
hits.
Fresh Monkey Fiction is not a Hasbro. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They listen to their customers. Okay. And so, the thing about the increase is that just means you're going to keep getting good quality figures, and it
Yeah.
also might mean that you might get some ones, some figures that you might not think you would get. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, bill is the determining factor of what figures get made. And so, you know, if he has a little extra money, then that means that he might can, maybe take a chance on a figure or two that,
Mm-hmm.
he normally would think, well, I don't know if this one's going to sell. Well, maybe that extra money will fund, um,
New
the next,
sculpts.
yeah, the next ones, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Well,
glad.
and now,
Go ahead, Bob.
I was going to say now that they've partnered up with Big Bad Workshop, they've got some big plans coming. Especially if you saw their panel at Joe Fest this
I
year.
believe I did, Bob.
Yep.
Right there with
Oh,
you.
I know you did. I was right there.
Yeah, yeah, right there with you. And
Yep.
Bjorn. And probably a lot of people watching the stream tonight. But yeah, so anyway, Big Bad has their figures, up for pre-order right now. And like I said, you know, if you miss them once, that's kind of a shame. But if they pre-order them again and you miss them the next time, that's just totally on you.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to
But
miss these figures, definitely get them this time around because I don't know that they'll be coming back around again. But
and the sooner you can get your pre-orders in place, the better.
that's right. That's right.
Uh, Bjorn brings up a good point here that I had not heard about because I don't collect the Action Force 6-inch figures, but seems like Bobby Valla with Valaverse is talking about decreasing prices. So that's interesting. We'll have to look
Okay.
into that.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a cool thing to see is price decreases in the company.
Yeah.
I thought I would throw the chicken fried toys on here. These figures were like the latest ones that were like a Kickstarter or whatever, I believe. And I don't know if you can get them from their site per se any cheaper than this. This is pretty much still the Small Joe's site. They sell a little bit of everything there. So these are pretty much like $33, which, in my opinion, if you pre-ordered them through the Kickstarter or whatever, I think you'd have got them cheaper. So it's like, everybody's got to make a living. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
if you want Calvary, figures, where else are you going to get them? You know what I'm saying? There's only so many companies in the world, and if you like Western figures or anything like that, it's like, you're gonna have to pay
Just
what
the
you
one.
pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So you have to pay what you pay. So
Yeah.
these figures are like $33. Some of the ones that are not so much the new ones or the ones that were not like in a Kickstarter, I think normally about 28, somewhere around there, about $30 a figure, somewhere around there is what you can kind of figure for the price. Which, like I said, if you want them, buy them. Because
Oh, it makes you happy. I mean, because that's what this is all supposed to be about is fun.
yeah,
And
this is supposed to be a
happiness.
hobby that's,
Yeah.
enjoyment, Speaking of enjoyment, I got to see the Marauders team at Joe Fest this year. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, their Build-A-Figures are normally about $25,
And you get a lot of choices.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot of choices. And then, of course, the what do they call these figures? The ones that are already the geared up ones,
Yeah. Kind of pre-assembled.
Yeah, they're about the same price. I think this is like $25.99 or $24.99. So, they're in, another figure, $25. You know what I'm saying? Fresh Monkey Fiction, $29.99. Eagle Force, Chicken Fried Toys, like 32 to 28. Marauder figure 25. The Vietnam figures a little bit more because they had to do all new stuff for these figures.
Yeah.
They're new figures, and so that's a price increase. And I think
Just
if they
keep
hadn't had,
moving though, and
yeah, I think if they hadn't had a lot of issues with this particular wave, they may not have been as high. But 33 figures for the Vietnam figures, 33 figures, $33 for the Vietnam figures. Like I said, you're gonna pay if you want them. You're buying them. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like that's all it is to it.
yeah,
Pay.
and,
Pay with your heart. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get them, get them.
yeah. And
Um,
but now also not only with like new uh, construction and whatnot on the body, new articulation added. Now the upper arms can pop out of the torso like the Eagle Force figures do, but you also get a lot of gear
yeah,
with them. So I mean,
yeah,
this is another one that I think is like, it's a good value,
yeah.
even
So
though it's more.
in my opinion, I think this. It's like basically, um, you know, if you wanted to get these figures and you've been waiting on them or whatever, and you bought a handful of them or whatever, that's that should bring you your happiness. You know what I'm saying? If that's
Yeah,
the ones that you wanted, you were waiting on them, get them. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think they look great.
mhm,
I'm not sure at this point in time, like which ones I'll get or anything like that. Like I'm very intrigued with some of these, and like I said, I'm not necessarily into the military per se,
yeah,
but if I can customize one in a cool way, I would definitely do that. And that's what
mhm,
I'm always looking for. Is like I'm always looking for like some kind of new alien body, a body for an alien. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm,
I'm thinking about, can I get this maintenance guy? Can I get this guy to look like a maintenance guy, or can I get this guy to look like I don't know, somebody that's a worker type guy. You know what I'm saying? That's in, maybe he helps herd dinos or something, or maybe he's I don't know, whatever. But
well, they've got that flight suit body coming out that looks really good. I mean, it looks
oh
like
yeah,
just like a generic kind of like base space
yeah,
suit that you can like put
that's right. Yeah,
more stuff on to.
those look
Yeah,
good. I may be pulling the trigger on a few of those, and they got them in
yeah.
different colors too, which is great.
Hmm.
Um,
And plus, all these new parts are going into their parts library.
that's
So, I
right.
mean, they'll show up in other stuff
Yeah,
eventually down the line.
that's
So,
true. You just got to give it a little time.
yeah.
Um, Robo Skull, um,
Hmm.
they have, um, Skeletron. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're 4-inch figures. I guess what is that, $27 or something like that? You know, excuse me.
Bless you.
I feel like, um, you know, these are, these are great figures. I've got
Hmm.
a handful of them. Like I said, what does that say? My eyes are terrible. I don't know if that's 26 or 29, but just say 27 or $30. I mean, you're basically getting these from a company that's trying to world build. You know what I'm saying? They've got the
Yeah.
Robo Skull, you know what I'm saying? That ship, and they're basically trying to world build around that Robo Skull.
Yep.
Um, and I am all in for that. I can't wait to see what else they do. Thank you, Scotty, Bjorn. Thanks. All right, my eyes are terrible, and the
Yeah.
screen is just super small for me. But
We're
um,
old.
yeah, we're old.
Well,
Um,
we're old and we're looking like, I don't know if
yeah,
anybody that hadn't been on StreamYard probably doesn't realize like the screen size that we're seeing is like
yeah,
a small fraction of like the computer screen
yeah.
size.
That's right. Pretty much. It's like this, right? So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so I am definitely interested in seeing what these guys have to do in the future, and I hope they keep going because,
Hmm.
yeah, those Skeletron heads, they go on
Yeah.
anything, pretty much.
They will
I
fit.
haven't found a figure that it won't go on.
Yeah. Or it
Um,
doesn't look good on. Yeah.
yeah, right. I think maybe
Oh, and
one.
they got those like those humanoid robot skeletons coming out pretty soon.
Yes, yes. Like I said,
Those look amazing.
I am all in on this company.
Hey, MCR.
NCRA, what's up? I am all in on this company, and I hope
Hmm.
they keep they keep putting out more stuff. I want to see more stuff,
Yeah.
but I know it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes
Oh
time.
yeah.
But let's
But
see here.
fortunately, Marauders designed those figures, so hopefully those like parts will also be joining their
Right.
parts
Yes.
library.
Yes. That's what I'm looking forward to right there in different colors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. Yeah. I could, like I said, I would love to see some of those in blue. The
Yeah.
guys right here. I would
Yeah.
love to see some of those in blue.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah,
got the jungle one, the
yeah,
jungle
they have the
one.
jump. Yeah.
So
Um,
other colors, I believe, are probably going to happen eventually.
yeah, I would, like I said, I would love to see a blue. But anyway, all
Uh,
right.
Answer Bjorn's question real quick. I got all my Skeletron figures with the Kickstarter and the forgetting the Robo Skull. Those were add-ons there.
The Skeletron figure.
The
The
ones you were just showing. The
so I did not pre-order these. I got funny story. I won this guy from that Facebook group on Saturday nights, the Vitruvian Hacks or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I won this one, and crazily enough, 2 weeks ago I won the Jungle guy, and so I feel
Oh,
like
there you
I'm
go.
up in the game right now. It's like I'm
Yeah.
playing with house money. I mean, yeah, I bought the Robo Skull and I bought a couple of packs of the Skeletons, but I feel like, hey, I'm getting anyway, and that one has to do with the other, but he's not affiliated with them, I don't think. But yeah,
Hopefully, but you never know these days.
I've bought um uh something through their store. So that's what I normally do. Is I just normally buy stuff from the store when they have it. But okay, anyway, so last one I believe is Boss Fight. And so there's a few different prices for their figures. And I think mostly because they're doing more tooling and stuff now. Like that Red Sonja will be a new one when it comes out. Because if I'm not mistaken, that one just went up for pre-order a few months ago. If I'm not mistaken, right? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think the reason I don't really keep too much up with Boss Fight because
I mean,
fantasy's not.
yeah,
I'm more space and sci-fi than
me
fantasy.
too. But I will tell you, I do have. I am. My interest is piqued on these new. I guess D&D figures, the fantasy
Mm.
figures. Now the
Yeah.
four of them: the orc, the halfling,
Mm.
the dwarf, and I think there was a girl or something. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
But
I think there's a female dwarf and a male dwarf. But
right,
yeah, I did pre-order the halfling as well because he just looks like a cool little figure, and I could use
yep,
like a little guy
yep,
buck.
yep.
Um,
And so those are like $28, and then they have Red Sonja. I think that's $29.99. So if you're getting a named character, you're probably going to be paying a little bit more. Especially a Conan type, a Red Sonja, something like that. You're going to be paying a little bit more. Yeah, I know, man. It said like third quarter for the longest time, and I think now it's like fourth quarter, but it's probably going to be first quarter of 26, unless something changes.
and then it'll be second quarter 26.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it's like people don't get mad at this stuff. The company doesn't have anything to do with it. I mean, at this point in time, I mean, do we wish they were more vocal about when their figures are coming out? Yes, we do. But they just don't want anybody to be mad. But they want you to buy their figures when they come out. So it's like,
Yeah.
I do like their hacks figures, the hacks line. I like the knights and stuff. I have a handful of the boss fight figures, and I must say I missed the boat on them when I first got into getting world building figures and stuff like that. They are really good figures, depending on which ones you get and stuff. And they are really easy to customize and stuff. And they pretty much just show you, with the accessories and stuff that you get. Like you can usually make two different figures out of, or not two different figures, but you can make usually if you buy a figure, they have ways to make it two different, look two different ways or something.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's cool, man. I love the fact that you can customize stuff, and so to me, that's awesome. Because I'm always looking to customize stuff. I'm always looking for that $1 that transcend everything, and you can just customize the crap out of it, and just I was like, oh, I see you're using another buck again. I'm like, yeah, sure am, man. It's a good one,
Yeah, $1 to rule them all.
That's right. It's kind of like the Joy Toy maintenance ones, or the acolytes. What's the girl's name when the little like mech suit or thing, the green outfit, that everybody's making a junker or maintenance person.
OSHA from
OSHA.
the Acolyte. Yeah.
So it's like those are some good bucks.
The answer, real quick to answer MCR's question here. I think the family of the original creator, whose name escapes me at the moment, still holds the rights for those. I think they've been like renewing it. I could be wrong though, but
yeah, I'm not real sure on that. I know that the rights are some kind of like question mark thing because Marvel Comics had Conan like about 3 to 4 years ago, and they had a Conan series, and even back in the 80s they had like a Conan series, and they don't. You know what I'm saying? And now other people have Conan, and so it's just one of those deals. But anyway, speaking of tomorrow, Bob will have Wilhelm on your show, right?
Wilhelm and Gas are scheduled to be on here with us. We're gonna talk about some Common Rider figures that are in the Lord's scale, even.
Nice. And so this is going to be a part 2, right? Or a carryover from Will's show. You and Will are going to have a show, earlier in the day at the
on his channel.
Right, 2:30.
This is at 3 Eastern.
Okay, 3 Eastern. Okay. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so that's if you guys have a moment, watch Wilhelm, and then stay a little bit or take a little nap,
take a break, get a snack, eat some lunch or whatever, and then
into the toy box. Is Die Hard doing a show tomorrow night?
Yes, I have it saved to my watch later list.
Okay. Is he going to be a part of this?
No, because there was really only enough to do like 2 segments, and plus his setup, he can't really have guests on either.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get it.
It just made more sense to.
So don't forget about him as well. But so that guys is as they say in the biz, that. Like I said, it's a hobby. We love the action figures that we buy. Clearly because we buy a crap load of them. It's supposed to be fun. Supposed to be having a good time with them, and they MODOK is back. That's right. MODOK is back.
Only for a Saturday appearance.
Yeah, Saturday. I'll be missing tomorrow's show, but I'll be back on the following Sunday to finally come home. Michael Myers is coming home. So anyway, so next Sunday I'll be back, and hopefully it will be full time. Bob's been telling me his back's been hurting him, carrying this show for the past 2 months. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'll start contributing, so anyway, price increases happen. They suck, but it's just like everything else, it's everything else is going up. So why not action figures, right? So anyway,
it just means, at least for me, being just a little more choosy about which ones I get, a little more focused. instead of just, oh, that looks cool, pre-order now.
Yeah, because basically, I mean, we basically can't afford all the figures anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, get what you can get, or as they say in daycare or whatever, it's like, you get what you get and don't throw a fit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. But anyway, so I guess before we leave out of here, I just want to thank everybody for being in the chat and watching the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thanks everybody for watching the replays. Definitely thanking everybody for watching the past couple of months.
Yes, thank you very much, Bob.
I appreciate Bob carrying on without me. Like I said, I've had I've had a lot of commitments and stuff with my kids and activities, and my time has just been pretty scarce. And so now I'm kind of seeing a little bit of, the light, I guess, at the end of the tunnel. I just hope it's not a train. Hey, that's all right. Yeah, dad jokes, man. Anyway. So my Sundays are pretty much becoming clear for the most part.
Excellent.
And also, I'm glad you said something, Joel. So I had something in my mind earlier. Don't forget, Figtober is still going strong right now. I mean, people have been killing it. It's like everybody that's contributed, I just want to say thank you. It's been a blast seeing everybody's work and stuff. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't really think I was going to be able to contribute much for this month, and I've banged out quite a few actually. I don't know how many I'll be able to do till the end of the month, but it's been fun. It's kind of been a little bit at first I was like, oh man, I'm not doing any figures. It's just too much work. And then I kind of just started stewing about it and started looking at some of my figures and stuff. And I'm like, maybe if I just did this here and did this. And so it just kind of got my juices flowing. And I will definitely say it has definitely been great that we got a prompt to use for the figures, because whereas you don't have to use the figure prompt, it has pretty much been a focusing point for me to be like, it's almost like you have a double opportunity to use for each one of the figures. And so you may not use one side of the figure or as far as the prompt, but you might use the other side of it, And so it's been fun, I've had a blast. Anyway, yes. Great. Yeah, I know Joel went from holy shit, Figtober's next week to oh yeah, I got it now. Yeah. And Bob's reading a story from his book tomorrow. Yeah, okay.
Well, we'll have to see, MCR. There's a lot of Common Rider figures to cover, and there's been a lot of news. So the news is going to be taking a little cut. I'll hit a few highlights, but yeah, it's going to be a pretty packed show tomorrow. So
all right, well, I guess we're gonna shut it down right then. There, so guys, definitely come back tomorrow. Seems like there's going to be some pretty fun streams tomorrow. Come give them a watch, and then we will see you. Bob will see you tomorrow night.
Yep.
I'll see you next
Sunday.
Take
it easy, everybody.
So everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. People in the replay squad, appreciate you. Okay. You guys have a good night and a good week. See you later.